Hey, what's going on YouTube? Marine X back at it again. Everyday carry for the month of March 2026. Let's start off with this new light that I put on my Beretta PX4 Storm. We know what's going on overseas. I want to definitely put more rounds downrange. Really just enjoy what I'm putting out. But we're rocking the new, this is the TLR by Streamlight. Loved it with the way this light is functioning so far. Only 500 lumens, but don't get it twisted. Nice spot flood mix on this. And it has a healthy look on the actual light itself. Very easy to function. I thought before I got this light that my favorite light was going to be that Olight PLX, but now that I've had this on the weapon and just seen how it functions, I really like how this light looks and just how ease of use it is. Not only that, they give you multiple tail switches to try out. If you wanted to switch from the bottom, you can, from the top. This is 10 tap programmable, meaning that you can have this thing come on high strobe. Just a very good light. And unlike that Olight light, which I did quite enjoy, but I didn't really see the usefulness from going from spot to flood, I can swap out the battery whenever the heck I see fit, whether it's another Streamlight battery that I might have around. If you have third-party CR1233 alphas, or I think you should be good to go. I've put in batteries in here from Coast. I put in batteries in here from Woobin. And the thing is, big fan of just how this light just looks. It just has a really good function to it. If you see the Benchmade flag behind me, very easy to see that bad boy. I think it has a really good beam pattern on this. And I think I'm gonna like this quite a bit. And plus, a lot of holsters have been designed to work with this particular light. We're still rocking the Olight XR. I've been enjoying the way this thing has been putting rounds downrange on an outer impact plate. And we're rocking the Beretta PX4 Storm 40 caliber. Now, here's the thing. We all know what's going on in the world. I'm gonna show you my backpack setup because at least for this month, we're gonna be rocking and 300 blackout AR style tie weapon in my backpack, especially when I'm out with my entire family because of all the chaos going on around the world. So the CCW is still good to go. Looking for more holster options. Right now I'm rocking Hidden Hybrid holster, but if you have any other brands that you like, let me know. Today's video sponsor, Veer, and their C4 Tactical Field Watch is fan-freaking-tastic. This is my first field watch that I've had that easily goes from field duty to water or dive duty. It just looks really, really good. I love that watch face, about 41 millimeters. It has one lug on there, but it just looks fantastic. Great lume on this bad boy, easy to read. It has a bezel that's clicky, nice clicky bezel, so that if you wanna know how much time has passed, and you can easily do that, no issues whatsoever. My big thing is that I really advocate that you wear a real watch instead of a smartwatch. Smartwatch can die. This has much longer reserve time and it recharges with the sun. Also a smartwatch, you're trackable. So unless you have like an RFID bag with you, even with the battery off, some of them leave just enough reserve power for the Find My feature on those things. If I don't want to be tracked sometimes, I don't effing want to be tracked. Check out Veer. Thank you for sponsoring today's video. And I think you guys are really gonna like this one. It's picked and it works with a lot of different outfits. Now my wallet's a little bit more non-traditional this month. We're rocking the Data Crew Large Fry. Now, this is not technically a wallet. It's more of a pouch. However, it doesn't have the RFID blocking technology. If that's important to you, then I do have a solution. Credit cards and debit cards are getting a lot safer when it comes to just trying to prevent your stuff from being skimmed. But there are other types of cards. If you have like access cards to your postal service, or maybe you have a hotel key, maybe you have your passport card in here. There's a lot of other cards that can be skimmed. Dango sells these little RFID blocking cards that you can put on either side of the cards that you keep inside of a non-RFID blocking wallet. So I have two of these in here and it blocks all of my cards that I don't want to be skimmed. Is it probably going to happen? Probably slim to none, but I'd much rather have this in here as peace of mind, have all my debit cards, enhanced driver's license, anything just to be nice, safe, and sound. So the other side has another zipper area as well. I keep a microfiber cloth over here. I keep the tracker card by Esker, so I can track this entire wallet. And then this is where I keep cash. So that way, neither one of those are going to be jeopardy for skimming purposes. And I can kind of keep all this stuff just kind of nice and neat. This is a front pocket type of carry. whenever I'm rocking this wallet. I like the large fry. I like it because it's very versatile. Why did I want to carry this? We'll talk about the pouch that I carry sometimes this month, especially when spring starts, and the versatility of having these extra pockets. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I like talking about world events that can affect your prep and your pockets, as well as everyday carry stuff as well. We're rocking a Montana Knife Company Zippo. This is their bison. They got a lot of different ones, from the war goats, mini goats, all those crazy goats they got in Montana. Very good looking Zippos, but I took the normal Zippo fuel out, and I have a double torch butane insert by Zippo because I do smoke sticks. This is normally in my front right pocket. So this is kind of my setup for whenever I am rocking my Zippo. So I like the fact butane lasts a little bit longer than Zippo fuel, but I'll fill it up whenever I see fit. My knife, kind of got to this one later in the game, but this is the Redention 229. This is by Chavez Knives. This one is the interchangeable scales. I like that you can come with these magnetic. For the magnetic 229 Redention by Chavez is very, very innovative. You push down on the very bottom of this bad boy, and you can swap it out with any plates that you buy on their website or Blade HQ. And for this instance, and then you have like a new look. They're going to be coming out with a lot of new models, whether it's titanium, aluminum, or brass or copper. A lot of different inlays you're going to be able to just buy and purchase. This is probably the most simple solution I've seen for this. I've gotten stuff from Pyrotech. I've gotten stuff from Three Rivers Manufacturing. When they've tried to do the quick change out for the show side of the knives, this is by far the easiest. Like, hands down. And it's the one I've least worried about when it comes to it actually coming off in daily usage. The knife itself is pretty freaking thick. The design they're going for, just one seamless design for this knife. When you're going for that type of design, you're going for a frame lock, it can get beefy. So this is a knife. The pocket clip's a little aggressive as well. So make sure you wear trousers that you don't want to, you don't care if the pocket clip tears up over time, because this thing is going to get you. But I like it. M390 blade steel. You can change out the thumb studs as well. This thing is great for spotty flick. It doesn't matter if regular, whatever you want to do. Next is the Phoenix EOS 6R Pro. Now, this is a fantastic flashlight and enters the world of the flat flashlight. What I like about this off rip is you get free customization on their website. I don't know how long that's going to last, but in the price of this, if you want to put a custom logo on there, they'll just do it for you. They have the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor. They have the logo for the Coast Guard, the Army, the Navy, whatever. And if you want to put your name or whatever, I think this is a really good giftable flashlight. The lumen output is completely sufficient for an everyday carry, but it just has so many unique features. You can have this like glowing light right here, which I like for ambient purposes. Just be able to see just enough. It's fun to play with. You can click through the different modes. You can also get RGB, but it is a rear and a side switch type of light. I like that. And it has a spot and a flood beam. So you come through here, you push down, you turn the light on, you can cycle through the modes either with this rear switch, or you can cycle through the modes with that front switch. You can also toggle between spot and flood by pushing this little switch that's right behind that button. When you do that, you go from spot to flood, and then you can see the easy switch over. You still cycle through the exact same way. So let's just looking at that. So let's go down to a lower lumen. There you go. So that is what it looks like. This is more of another thing that they've decided to do is they give you a red laser. Green laser goes further and it's more intense. However, red laser is fine to use indoors, and it saves on battery life. A green laser definitely does hurt the battery life of these flat flashlights. So that was the decision that they made. And you get a UV light. UV light is pretty good as well. You want to see how it illuminates my watch right here. So you can see it's very, very good. The only complaint I've had about this so far is you cannot use the laser in the flashlight at the same time. At least I haven't figured it out. There may be some way in the UI of this to figure that out, but sometimes I like to be able to just have my kids in a closet and they're looking for something, and I turn on the laser at the same time and say, no, you dodo head, it's right there. Maybe I'll figure it out as I go through it. But other than that, this thing has been really fun to use. This is a definite contender when it comes in the world of the Olight Arc Pro. the EDC 17 by Nicor. Now, when it comes to certain parts of my everyday carry for this month, we are entering spring. Yesterday, we sprung forward for daylight saving time. There are going to be days when literally I'm walking around my house fixing shit, especially outside. And a lot of times I will put this in my back left pocket. It's big. I know it does not get carried every single day. This is the Lockbee Mini Field Journal. What I like about this, I can take notes as I walk around my house to see what the F is going on with something. Do I need to get more fertilizer here? I see a brand new ant pile there. Let's get that thing pulled out. Let's put down some rat poison. You know, let's get whatever I need. I have this and I have my pen. And remember, I showed you the large fry, because if I'm not using this, the pen easily just goes into any of these tool pockets on the back of the large fry, whether it's a designated pen part or whatever I want to do. But I have this here. And I also keep in here the Leatherman Surge. This is going to knock out a bunch of tasks around the house, handyman wise. Just finding stuff and tinkering with stuff, this thing can get stuff done. I'm about to get ready to clean the condenser units for my actual HVAC system, just to have this with me, just in case I need to pull extra stuff off. It's nice to have that before I spray the foam on there so I can take those grates off. Tightening plugs, tightening whatever, pulling stuff out of weird places, working on my pool. It's just nice to have a multi-tool with me, especially chicken wire to keep my dog out of certain areas. It's going to be good to have that with me, but not every single day. So that's kind of how I do my solution for the month. This is the month for March. We're going to be entering spring. So I have lots of good things I want to knock out. And this is like the kit that's going to help me do it. First time stopping by, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, well, thank you once again for watching me run my grate. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.